Yo, I just heard that fucking MGK Eminem diss. I'm gonna tell you something. I had to rewind that first verse like maybe twice. I'm not gonna fucking bullshit you. I'm not gonna overplay it and be like, yo, it was on repeat. But that first verse, yo, the one line that stuck out to me that as an Eminem fan, I was like, damn. When he said uh that he's a fucking dweeb that stays home all day reading the dictionary. Yo, it's funny. Oh my god, because I could just picture that actually being the case with M. Like he never goes outside and shit, like Michael Jackson now. But that bar, that was a fucking hit. That was a headshot right there. I never thought about it that way, but it was pretty fucking funny, and I had to replay it right after I heard that bar. I was like, "Oh shit!" Now the only thing I will take away from that song is that he bigged up M one too many times. The first time he did it was kind of like, you understand it's Eminem. Obviously, this motherfucker is one of the greatest. Everybody knows that. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are. Eminem is already legendary status, so you don't have to, but if you do, it's understandable. He did it one too many times already, man. He said like, "Oh, you're in everybody's top 10. You fucking already this, that, and third. You already fucking too much, man. You should have said it just one time. If any, I don't really know why you would big up somebody in this. But the other thing I ain't like was like when he says, "Oh, you about to be 46," and then like later, like a verse later, like, "Oh, you about to be 50." I'm like I think with MCs like Jay and Nas and M and basically them, like the greats and shit, like they're already past mid 40s, going on to 50s. I don't think that really holds much weight anymore. Like when Eminem said that about like Everlast, or like I'm not sure if it's the Everlast was his name or whatever, or fucking Benzino. It was like hip hop is really young. So back in the 2000s when he was doing that mainstream hip hop, as we know it was only like 10, 15 years old. So made more sense at that time. But now it's like saying M's old is like I kind of know. I don't know. It just didn't hit for me. Like when I used to hear it back then, when I heard like Dipset calling Nas old and Jay Z old, and you know, nowadays you hear somebody call an old rapper old. It's kind of like it didn't hit. I'm just saying that couldn't have took me out of it. It kind of felt like a I don't know, like a out of date, out of time. This for me, it wasn't. Um, it was cool. He gets more props for standing up and stepping up to the plate. Now, was that shit hard? Yeah, it was good. I give it like, out of 10, I'll give it like a maybe 7.5 and shit. It was pretty good. Like he's not a bad MC and shit. I heard his first album when it came out, and I don't know what he's been doing since then because I never heard nothing from him since. But this is what he needed. I respect it. A lot of people was just like, there's fucking idiots on YouTube or whatever. You see videos of them being happy that Eminem mentioned them, like, oh yeah, I'm so happy. I'm like, dog, he dissed you. It's not a shout out when somebody disses you. Like you could be, oh my god, I just can't believe it. Like just rap is weird nowadays and shit. Like this dude actually did what he was supposed to do. He got called out. M knew what he was doing. He was calling him out, and he fucking responded as should everybody else. Like why the fuck not? Because M is M, and yes, we probably know what he's gonna do. But one other thing I would say, and I've always said this about M, is that he has never had a battle against a great MC. Never. I was in high school when that fucking Aftermath, Shady G, when this shit was going on. Even back then, I was like, who the fuck is Eminem dissing? Ja Rule, Benzino. Now Ja Rule was like, I don't even listen to new music. I ain't gonna lie, but he's like a Nelly or some shit. Like Ja Rule was never like a lyrical person to me. Even like 50 wasn't either. But you know, I don't even know. You know, Ja Rule was just like a fucking pop rapper. Benzino was fucking garbage. Who has Eminem ever went against that was actually on his level? He had a fucking beef for, like I said, Whitey Ford, what the fuck that? I don't even remember. With fucking ICP. Eminem is a top tier MC who has this only whack ass motherfuckers. I have never heard M go against somebody and I was like, ooh, that's gonna be it. Never. When like when it was almost about to get there, or like when 50 went at Jadakiss and Nas and fucking uh who else he went? Fat Joe and all that shit. I thought one of them niggas was gonna say something about M, and I was like, damn, Jadakiss against Eminem, that'd be fucking cool if that would happen. But it never did. Like I'm saying, like a Jadakiss, somebody who's fucking good, was undoubtedly good. John Benz, you know, and all these other niggas was just whatever. Like, ooh, he put a nail in the coffin, but who did he nail in the coffin? This old motherfucker that never did anything anyway. Like, what record did M put against Ja that destroyed him? Nothing really. Ja Rule was just Ja Rule, and all it took M saying that you're whack, and that's all it really took, because it's Ja Rule. Fuck. But yeah, that's just my opinion, and